Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Edgar Mendez, and today we're doing an all signs reading all about what's next. I kind of want to phrase it, what's coming, all right? I thank you for being here. I thank you for sharing time and space with me, and I want to give my heartfelt thanks and gratitude for all those that click on and give love and support. I also want to give a big thank you to everyone that has donated to my channel. I do appreciate it, and it means the world to me, all right? So let's see. I'm going to do a last minute cleansing. No, we're okay. A last minute cleansing and clearing for my space. I call forth my ancestors to help cleanse and clear the space. Okay, this is not working. Hold on. By the way, hi. I am just trying to cleanse. I hope this light. Oh, well. There we go. I call forth my ancestors to help cleanse this space for the very important work I'm about to do here. Beautiful. Clear everything, cleanse everything, and bring positive energy to my space and my home. Thank you. Sorry, 1 second, everyone. I like to just do it right before cleanse and push everything out of my energy field in my home that does not belong here. Thank you. That's not in alignment with my divine self-expression. Thank you. Love it. Anyway, hi everyone. So we're gonna go from Aries all the way down to Pisces. I will be probably changing my setup soon. We'll see. But we're doing what's next, and let's start with Aries. Let's do 2 minutes. I want to do 222 for Aries because why the hell not? Hi, Kelly. Hi, Diane. Hi, Diamond. Cycles of Evolution Tarot. And hi, Missy. Anyway, let's start off with Aries. And let's put this here. I kind of want to look at just the overview. What's next for Aries? Like, what is next for Aries? What's next for the Aries viewers? What's next for the Aries viewers to stay, please? I guess that was coming, wasn't it? What's next for the Aries viewers? We have Dry Desert. Ooh. And then we have Spark here. I feel like what's next for you, Aries, is you're going to be in a cycle that is very, 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 very boring. The Dry Desert is a very harsh environment, but it's one that feels endless, right? It's one that feels very much the same. I remember when I was doing a healing cycle, and it was so tedious. It felt like it was the same thing every day. It felt like I was going through the same type of situation, the same type of circumstances again and again and again. I'm kind of in one right now. And with the Dry Desert here, I feel like you're going to enter one of these cycles, right? And it's going to feel like it's endless. I feel like you're meant to capture a spark here. You're meant to capture I feel like you're meant to activate a spark, while you're in that Dry Desert, while you're navigating it. And the reason for this, Aries, is it feels like, for one, I feel like you have to go through that. And I know how annoying it is, but sometimes life is kind of boring, isn't it? Even the things that we have to do. But I also feel with the spark being here, you're going to find something here that you wouldn't have if you didn't go through this period. And this is why the spark is the spark. And this is why this is what's next for you. It's not without purpose. And that's the point. And I knew that when I was in that cycle, when I was going through that, that I had to, like, I wasn't going to stop. And the only way was through, but you will find something in this, in this period of your life. Although it might seem boring, might seem endless, it might even seem harsh, it is necessary for you to move through that so that you can activate this within you. We also have the mountain. Yeah, I can see it. It's going to be a long one, 1 year, 2 years at least. One that feels exhausting. The number 6 does remind me of the energy of love. You may be... sorry, I'm gonna give you this, and this is just an example. Let's say you want love, like the real love, true love, right? It requires this. Are you gonna do it? Hell yes. Whatever whatever you currently have in your life, or whatever you desire for yourself, it feels like you're moving through something to get there. And this is why this is necessary. This is why there is a purpose here and a point. So let's grab some tarot here. Let me see. Let's see what's behind here. We have wishing well. Again, it's something that you wished for. It's something that you desire for yourself, and something that it means the world to you. Remind yourself why. Remind yourself what matters, and this is what's pushing you through this. Again, it feels though endless, exhausting, tiring. But you learn something about yourself. You activate something within yourself. Okay. So let's see what's next for Aries. For the Aries viewers, what is next for Aries? Okay, we'll do it like that. So 3 cards for what's next. So we have the first 2. The first one is going to be the Queen of Cups reverse, the Star. We have the 7 of Wands, and your guidance for this is going to be the 7 of Cups. And your overall is going to be the 4 of Cups. So what I feel for what's next for you is a deep healing cycle. One thing I can feel, especially with the Queen of Cups with the dry desert, it very much reminds me of you're going to run out of water. You're going to run out of even run out of steam, right? It is an odd thing. I do have to give this, Aries, because it's so important. You will run out, right? But it's not like, let's say you're real thirsty, you're in that desert. Are you just gonna like sit down and wait and hope that water comes down? Right? No, you're going to keep moving. You will keep moving, right? With that Queen of Cups in its reverse. Even when you run out. So one thing that you can do for your guidance is keep telling yourself and remind yourself why you're doing it all. Again, it feels like something that you wish for, And I feel like it's linked to love, true love. With the Star being here and the 7 of Wands, what's next for you is you're going through a bit of a rebirth. One of the things that, when you have a journey like this, a trek like this, actually, you're going to let go of what needs to be let go of no matter what, right? Everything that is excess. But with the 7 of Wands here, you will find strength you never knew you had before, but it requires you to fight. And this is why, although 4 of Cups is all about boredom, right? You're going to be bored. And it's going to be shocking how bored you are, but you got to get through it and you got to move through it. And you have to remind yourself why you're doing it all. With the 7 of Cups here, you may want to fantasize about the prosperity or the fulfillment that you're moving towards. It is necessary. What's coming for you is something that you can't avoid, right? You can't. These are periods of our life that all of us have to move through. But with the 7 of Cups here, the 7 of Chalices, you can remind yourself why you're pushing through, and you're doing it for you. All right. Anyway, I think that's it. Sorry, I want to make sure I have it all for you. Is there anything else you want to give? We have the 5 of Pentacles. Sorry, I just want to make sure the 6 of Cups, and then we have the Page of Cups in its reverse. No, I know that whatever you're going through, Aries, other people will move through it later on, or other people are gonna follow your lead, follow your example. Know that you are going to help other people do this, but you're going to do it first. You're going to move to this first. It feels like something that you will look back and never take back, never regret, never worry about, but is one that I feel in the middle of. No, beginning, middle, and near the end, right? Where it feels like it's endless, exhausting, and boring. Remind yourself why you're doing it. I feel like soul family is key here, right? I feel like love is key here. The people and the dreams that you have are key here to getting you through this, okay? So we're going to leave it there. I want to thank you, Aries. Don't forget to like and comment. And by the way, hi, everyone. Let's see. We're at 9:24. Okay. Sorry, like my pendulum fell. Anyway, let's take a look here. So what's next for Taurus viewers? Sorry, I want to make sure that I've been trying to like adjust my mic. Anyway, I hope that's okay. Anyway, but what's next for Taurus viewers? For Taurus Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. For all those that are going to watch Taurus Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, can you tell me what's next for them? What's next for them? What's coming, I want to say as well. But what's next for you anyway? We have our first card is going to be Metamorphosis. And then the last card we have is Dry Desert. Anyway, you may be attracted to Aries' reading. If you're not, it's all right. But if you were attracted to Aries' reading, give it a watch. If you have Aries in your chart, give it a go. But it feels like you're at the tail end of Aries' reading, and we're moving towards that metamorphosis here. I feel like you're going through a very, very, very deep transformation, and one where you're going to release and shed all things that are not you about yourself. In life, we take on, right, energies, even I want to say ego or identities that are not actually us on a soulful level, right? These are things that we need in our life to survive, right? So let's say there are bullies in your school, you need a tougher exterior to make it through that experience, right? Let's say there are let's say that you let's say that you are a performer, like you need some kind of identity that helps you embody that so you can go out and perform, right? In life, we take on things that we need in order for us to move through or even experience the things that we want to experience. I feel here, a Taurus, that you are going to be releasing all that isn't you. And let's say you're a performer, you're a singer, what have you, and you will still release that. You will still be a singer in the end, but you won't have that identity, right? You won't have that I even want to say that crutch, right? Anymore. You're going to release and detox it, and you're going to become who you were always meant to be on a soulful level. With the Dry Desert here, whatever you've been doing or whoever you've been, it's no longer sufficient, right? It's no longer of use. It's no longer has purpose. It no longer brings in that which you seek with that Dry Desert here. And your message here with the Dry Desert is for you to the message here with the Dry Desert is for you to release what needs to be released, and release what no longer brings you that fulfillment. So let's say this is an old version of you. Release it. You don't need it anymore. It's no longer it no longer brings it's no longer helping you, right? Let's see, Into the Unknown. This is, I feel, the kicker here, right? You're releasing all these versions of you, and you don't know who you're becoming. That's it. Number 7 is the number of divine. That's the divine number, right? You are moving into the energy of who you were always meant to be, and this requires you to let go of all you're not. And who is that? Who is that, Taurus? I don't know. I've gone through these, and we become, it's not that different, but maybe it will be for you. Depends how far you are. I remember mine was a slow journey. I shed layer by layer. I feel yours is very deep. You may shed multiple at the same time. A really good example for this is, going through a dark night of the soul, right? One that that's going to shed as many possible layers as possible. With that metamorphosis here. With that metamorphosis here, you will move with that. I feel like you're going to change as well. Anyway, let's see. What's next for Taurus? For the Taurus viewers, what's next for the Taurus viewers? What's next for the Taurus viewers? Let's see. Okay, so we have 2 cards here. Sorry, these are actually your guidance. The first one we have is going to be what's next to 7 of Pentacles. Interesting, it's reverse. We have the Hangman, and it's reverse. Sorry, upright. And then we have the Devil. Interesting. Bottom's going to be the Lovers. Ooh, that's very interesting. Okay. Some of you could be letting go of a person, place, or thing. It's not going to be the case for all of you, but I do feel with the 7 of Pentacles here, you're going to be uninvesting in something that you invested in that no longer brings in the fulfillment that you want. With the 7 of Pentacles being here, I feel like you're going to withdraw your energy, your time, your dedication, even even your focus as well. The 7 of Pentacles is about planting those seeds and waiting for something to grow here. Whatever could grow, did. Whatever couldn't, didn't, with that harsh environment. And you're going to be withdrawing your energy. The Hangman, for what's next, is enlightenment. I feel like you're becoming who you were always meant to be on a soulful level. I accessed Taurus. I hit a part of my soul I've never hit before, and it was amazing. I feel like you're gonna have a similar experience like that with the Devil being here. The Devil's bondage, right? These versions of you are tying you down to a reality, are tying you down to a version of you, are tying you down to a way of being that no longer fits and serves you. It's in your best interest to shed this, to release this, and to let go of all of this. With the Lovers being here and the 5 of Swords, I'm gonna leave it like this, but I feel your choices will be different, and you're gonna make the choice to walk away from stuff that is no longer of use. I wanna, I guess I can. A good example for this is, let's say you go through your metamorphosis and you find you don't really want your job anymore, right? It's like, it's not mine. I don't want this, right? Something like that, right? I feel like you're going to release what needs to be released, let go of what needs to be let go of. Because you're going to see that truth of that justice. With the Two of Pentacles, sorry, Ten of Pentacles here again, it feels like a really big move, right? Upheaval, and I feel a big withdrawal of your energy. Some of you may be moving to a new location. You may be moving to a new state, new country. But whatever the case is, you are transforming while letting go. All right. Your guidance is, the first one's going to be the Seven of Wands. Do not resist. It hurts more. I know as humans, we are very reluctant and resistant to change. I know some of us like to really, really, really believe that we're open to that change, but in reality, we are not, right? There are some things that we're open to for change and some things that we're not. I feel this is hitting a sore spot for you. Don't resist it, right? Embrace the change, move with that change, and be willing to let go of all that doesn't serve you with that Five of Pentacles. All of it. Everything. Sorry, everything. Yeah. Anyway, is that it? I think that's it. You're gonna see yourself differently, Taurus. I feel like you'll see yourself in a real different way. You may even look at yourself in the mirror and be like, "Who is that?" It's you. That's all it is. Anyway, I want to thank you, Taurus. Don't forget to like and don't forget to comment. And we're now moving towards Gemini. By the way, hi everyone. We're at Gemini now. Okay. Let's see. Let's move towards Gemini viewers. Let's see. So for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, what's next for Gemini? What's next for Gemini? What does Gemini need to know about what's next? What's next for Gemini? Let's actually just see what's next period for Gemini. Let's see. Very interesting. Keep getting that golden palace, don't we? Anyway, okay. What's next for Gemini? Oh, that reminds me. I got to work with dolphin energies. Okay, we have strength coming through. And it came out with Field of Dreams. I want to take one more card because I just feel it. All right. So we have strength coming out with the goblins and the Field of Dreams here. I feel like what's next for you, Gemini, is you're going to be overcoming a very, very, very tough cycle when it comes to some of the darker parts of ourselves. I feel like you are likely doing shadow work, or you're doing, this is very much linked to the Devil card, right? For this Oracle deck. These are things that plague us, right? These little things that that really do hinder us. I feel like what's next for you is you're going to be overcoming the little things, even the medium things and the big things that have been holding you back for a long time. With the Field of Dreams on the board, I feel like these are, they're holding you back from the very dreams and aspirations that you have for yourself. What dreams these are for yourself, for your own, with the strength being on the table. Sorry, it's funny. With the strength being on the table here, I feel like these things are blocking you with the fours, right? These are things that are literally hindering you. They're blocks, restrictions, and they're keeping you from what you ultimately want for yourself. What this is, anyone's guys, it feels like it's something that you find as cornucopia, right? Your fulfillment, you're 10 out of 10, right? And maybe 11 out of 10. It's so big, right? It means so much to you, but it requires you to have the strength to overcome that which holds you back. With Field of Dreams here and the Sad Embrace, I feel maybe recently or in the near future, you're going to face these things. It feels like it's going to be tough. I feel like you're going to have to draw on strength that you didn't know you had. I feel like you're going to have to find reasons that you didn't know you had to get through this, to overcome this, and you will with that strength being here. Gemini, it's going to be hard. It's going to be hard. The Sad Embrace tells me that these are things that you have not wanted to look at about yourself or have not wanted to face about yourself. What that means, again, is be for each and every single one of you. The 45 is linked to the 9. You will be doing this alone. And in my experience, our spiritual journeys are typically alone, right? our growth, our evolution, or even our healing is usually done by oneself. I feel like you're going to be overcoming this, and you're going to be, it's going to be in solitude. The number 9 is linked to that hermit energy, right? It's you soul searching, you digging deep, and you finding these little itty bitty things that plague us. I know it's like the craziest thing. I want to give you an example. That's okay. I don't know. I don't like that one. Sorry, I gave you a food example. I don't really like a food example for this. Anyway, let's see if another one comes through. Can you tell me what's next, please, for Gemini? What's next for Gemini viewers? What's next for Gemini viewers, please? What's next for Gemini? We have the first one's going to be the 9 of Wands in its reverse, the 7 of Cups upright, and we have the Page of Pentacles. What's your guidance being? The Page of Swords, and bottom is going to be the Knight of Wands. Your guidance right now, sorry, what's next for you is you're going to be charging right at this. So these are things that you've not been facing about yourself, things that you've been aware of, things that you've been conscious of, but you have been putting off. In my experience, Gemini, when we put them off, it gets worse and it gets worse and it gets worse. And it doesn't really get better, right? I feel like these are things that would be in your benefit to face. These things will be in your greatest good to face, but you've been putting them off for whatever reason. You're going to go full charge at these things. I just see 44 on the camera for amount of viewers. Again, 44 is here. These are things that are blocking you. You want fulfillment. You want happiness. You want to be at a better place in your life. You have to move through these things. There's no point, right? There's no point in resisting. Sorry. What excuse do you have to resist this? What excuse do you have? None, right? You want to move through this so that you can get your happy ending. With the 9 of Wands in its reverse here, I can tell that these are things that you have been reluctant to face. You will be surrendering to now. You will be accepting. It's not that you're a bad person, or it's not that these things are necessarily bad, right? You're going to heal and face it and be more honest with the self. With the 7 of Cups here, it's all about fantasies, right? Illusions. I feel, if I'm gonna be real honest with you, Gemini, I feel like there's many things you could be facing about the self. You're gonna nitpick which ones you want. Or if I were doing it, I'd let my day decide, right? Whatever triggers come up that day, face them. That's how I healed. I healed just like that. Whatever popped up into my awareness, I faced it that day. I did it. I feel like that's the better way, but you can decide. You can, yeah, I guess you could decide, but I would do it that way. With the Page of Pentacles here, because it's all about planning, but you're going to focus on these things and where you didn't focus on it before. I feel like you may have avoided it altogether. With the Page of Swords here, your guidance is to know that everyone starts off like this. Everyone, right? Everyone. I remember for the longest time I resisted. I didn't want to heal. In fact, I didn't think there was much to it, right? I didn't want to face these shadowy parts. I didn't think there was much to it, but lo and behold, it's necessary, and it was benefiting me. You're going to feel like a fish out of water, or like this is something out of your comfort zone. You'll get used to it, right? You'll face it, and eventually you'll start to really love to heal, or really love to face your shadow, or really love to face the things that are holding you back, so that you can have that which you deserve. All right. We have the King of Wands again. This is all about you going after, you chasing the things down rather than running from them. That's the point. It's all about that. Anyway, I want to thank you, Gemini. I think that's it. Is there any other guidance that you have? Let's see. We have the Queen of Swords. You take control of it. Don't let it take control of you, right? Whatever these things are. Oops. That's the point. All right. I'm gonna leave it there. I love you, Gemini. Don't forget to like and comment. And we're at 24:10 for Cancer. Okay. Let's take a look here for Cancer. Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. What's next for the Cancer viewers? I almost want to take the goblins, but we'll see. What's next for the Cancer viewers? What's next for Cancer? Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. What's next for the Cancer viewers? Okay. a lot of healing coming up. Anyway, I would do as much healing as you possibly can, Cancer, before the new moon. I know it's a crazy thing. I also want to let you know, Cancer, I am doing a community candle about for the new moon in Aries. If you are interested in that, do check it out. But I can tell you're going to get as much of this healing done before that new moon comes, because that moon is going to be a powerful one. We have for your card, what's next, Sad Embrace, and the overall is going to be coming apart. I feel like there are issues in your childhood, Cancer, that you haven't been willing or able to face for a while, or you haven't been willing, able to heal with or deal with. You're going to be facing things that you've not been able to face for a long time, that you've not been able to deal with for a long time, that stem into your childhood experience. With the overall being intention, if I were to give you why this is happening, I feel like you may have set an intention for yourself that requires this. It's not payment. And it's not payment. I promise you, it's not like that. Let's say you want to find a better paying job, right? But let's say you have a lot of experiences in your childhood that make you feel like that keep you stuck in poverty consciousness or lack. The message what I see you going through is you're going to be facing some of the stuff that you have to face. You're going to be facing some of the stuff that you have to face in order for you not to have that poverty consciousness, in order for you to be more abundant. Whatever the intention that you have, it feels like you have to walk through these things. You're going to move through this cycle with the talisman. You're going to move this cycle with the talisman, crystallizing all that you've learned and moving forward on your path faster than ever. It does feel like an intention set you there. I will give you one of the best examples that I have. I set the intention that I wanted to live my heart more openly. And I wanted to have an open, I wanted to give love out more freely, right? To be my most authentic self, express myself as well. It set me on a path to have experiences that help that help facilitate that very experience. Whatever intention you set for yourself, it feels like it moved you into this path so you can actually face the things you need to face, rather than leaving them to be, right? It's important to note that a choice you made or a conscious intention that you made is what started all of this, right? I'm being, guys, to let you know, this is 46 and 45, okay? So let's take a look here for Cancer. Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. What does Cancer need to know next? Or no, sorry. What's next for Cancer? Let's see, hold on. I'm gonna do your guidance first. We have your guidance is going to be the Seven of Wands, and then what's next for you is going to be the Ace of Pentacles. We have the Five of Wands. We have the Eight of Cups, and then it came out with the Queen of Cups, and the overall being the Ace of Swords. Interesting. What's next for you with that Ace of Pentacles here? I feel a lot of yous may not have gotten a job, or maybe it's a person. I actually feel like it was love when I first put it out, but whatever. It feels like you're going to be facing some childhood wounds that have come to the surface. Whenever we experience something negative, or whenever we face some icky parts about ourselves, Cancer, it often brings stuff to the surface that we needed to deal with a long time ago. A really good example for this is our soul tribe, right? They're the ones that bring all that icky stuff right to the surface so that we can face it. I feel like you've had an experience like this that brought stuff to the surface that you now need to face with that Five of Wands. You will fight through it, right? You will push through it. It does feel like it's a block, though, with that Five of Wands. It does feel like it's a restriction. With the Eight of Cups being here, you're going to move past this and move on from this. There will be a new beginning as well as a result of this. But what's next for you is you looking at you dealing with the stuff that's come to the surface, and you dealing with the stuff that's come to come to the surface, and things that have come to your awareness. All right. With the Queen of Cups here, it could be to do with a mother wound, but I'm not necessarily getting that with that Queen of Cups here. Can I get a clarifier? I'm going to give you what it feels like to me, but you take it how it resonates. I feel you had a love interest, Cancer, and you gave a lot of love to this person, a lot, right? I feel like you poured it all out there, and you gave it your all, right? It didn't work, right? It didn't work out, right? And you're sitting here thinking that there's something wrong with you, and this comes from your childhood experience. You're gonna heal that and realize at the end of this, nothing was wrong with you, nothing at all, and it had nothing to do with you as well. But that is the example I have. Sorry, it came from Anubis. Anyway, we have the Ace of Swords here and the Five of Swords in its reverse. I feel with the Ace of Swords being in its upright, you're going to see clarity. You're going to have clarity here. You're going to see and connect the dots as well. With the Five of Swords here, there's something from your past resentment, past pain that you're going to now face. And your guidance with the Seven of Wands is for you to let it in. One of the things that I've dealt with myself is that we want to resist the icky, bicky parts about ourselves, right? Face them, embrace them, and heal them, and move through that experience rather than resisting it. All right. And again, it's all about resistance. Moving through it, even if there is resistance on your end. Anyway, let's see. I call for the higher realms of my energy to guide me. Can you help me ground again and connect? Let's see. Let's now do Leo. Okay, let's see. Leo. 31. 10 for Leo. Oopsie. Don't mind it, Leo. I'm going to leave it just like that. Oh, wow. Sorry, Leo. Let's take a look here. What's next for Leo? Leo's sun, moon, rising, and Venus. What's next for Leo? Tell me what this is about. The overall message for what's next. The overall message about what's next for Leo. Let's take a look here. This is it. Okay. I am not shocked that commitment came in here. I don't know, but whatever. We have goblins. Okay. And we have compass. I feel here, Leo, one of the things that's what's next for you. One of the things it's an odd thing to say. I feel like you're committing to yourself. I know it's crazy. I know it sounds like real. It sounds like, I don't know, that doesn't sound crazy to me, but I feel like you have been dating, or you've been trying to date, or you've been trying to open yourself up to more people, and it's not really been that great, and you're not too pleased with the results. And it feels like for the first time, maybe in your life, maybe just this month or this year, it could be like a resolution, New Year's resolution, I don't know. But you're making the choice to commit to you this time rather than commit to someone else. You're making a choice to pour into yourself rather than pour into someone else. You're making the choice to invest in you and focus on what is going to make you happy rather than what makes someone else happy. This is going to lead you to a brand new cycle where you're cleaning all the things in your life that need to go, to clutter. I feel the mental clutter. I feel even your house. One of the things that I do recommend, Leo, clean your house. I know it's crazy, but reorganize it. Put things in different rooms. Like feng shui, like that. That's what you want to do for your house. You want to make sure your house has a nice flow, has nice energy. Open the curtains. I gotta be honest with you. Open up those curtains. But again, what's next for you is you're not focused so much on love, or you're not focused on getting fulfillment outside of yourself. You're focused on giving it to yourself, and you're focused on what that means, right? It's going to different places. It's cleaning your house. It's giving you the time dedication that you deserve rather than the other people in your life. I do feel some of you may have friends in your life that take from you. You're not going to let them take from you anymore. In fact, you're going to give to yourself instead. It's the craziest thing. So many of us seek, right, energy or of love outside of ourselves, and if only we gave it to ourselves, it make the world a difference. I feel like you're going to be experiencing that with the goblins being here. It's going to leave a lot of time to face some of the things that you haven't been willing to face with that goblins, but the number 5 stands out to me. You're going to change, big change as well. It feels like this no-brainer for you. I see you overcoming it. In fact, you may stomp all over this. What seems to be an issue is putting you first. That's it. Giving to yourself. That's it. I feel like that's the hard one, right? Is you just giving everything to yourself. And this includes eating the foods you want, or this includes watching the TV shows you want, right? There's so many benefits to putting, and I say putting ourselves first. There's so many benefits to loving ourselves. I feel like it's a better way to put it. And you're going to start to experience those benefits. All right. So let's look at Leo. What's next for the Leo viewers? What's next for Leo? Leo viewers, Leo Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. What's next for Leo? Okay, we have the first one's the Lovers, the Eight of Swords, yeah. And we have the Nine of Swords, and your guidance is going to be the Page of Wands. I do feel, Leo, what's next for you is you're gonna stop picking. I don't know. It's something to do with love itself. Like you're not too pleased with what you're getting in terms of your love life. It's dissatisfying. It feels like you've had enough. One thing, and I'm just gonna put this out there. This may not resonate with you. It may. I feel like you've been dating people and it's been the same dud at the same dud, the same situation after the same situation, and you just finally taken a hint and think, you know what? Let me focus on me. Let me just do my own thing rather than trying to find I don't know, whatever you're trying to find with other people. You're just gonna do your own thing. This could even be creative projects, but you're very, very clear on you keep getting the same result, right? It's like, what's the point? And I feel like you finally just like accept, it's, right now, maybe not, right? Right now, let me take that break. With the Nine of Swords being here and the Lovers, I feel it's just it's so stressful to just go through it again and again, right? It's just so much easier to take a break, and that's what you're going to do. Remember, surrender is easier. Surrender is easier than it is to just it just is anyway. With the Page of Wands and its reverse here, Leo, you're going to relight your own fire, relight your own feminine spark. I actually relit mine earlier today. Real nice stuff, by the way. This is about you relighting your inspiration and your creation, right? And the energy of creation. All right. The overall we have is going to be the Ten of Cups. I put this here because I just didn't want to influence your reading. Be real honest with you. You've been wanting a Ten of Cups, right? You have, and you've been looking for someone else to give it to you, but you can get 9 out of 10 by yourself real easy, right? And I feel like that's what you're going to do. And you eventually, when you're ready, you will start to invite someone else into your life. But remember, you're doing this one first. And you've had, again, the situation after situation that's taught you the hard way. You might as well. All right. I'm going to leave it there for you, Leo. Don't forget to like and comment. And we're at 37. Okay. Anyway, let's look at you, a Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Can you tell me what's next? What is the overall energy, the overall message for what's next for Virgo? What's next for Virgo, please? What's next for Virgo? For Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Thank you. Thank you. We have Spirit of Place. Very interesting. And balance going to be the Wishing Well. It just feels like they contrast. See what's behind your magic stream. The Spirit of Place, Virgo, is about spiritual awakening, right? It's where you once saw things in black and white. You're now seeing things in vivid color. I feel like you're going through an awakening, right? You're going through some kind of spiritual evolution. I see what happened. I see what's going on here. This is something that you desire for yourself, more consciousness. I feel like with that Spirit of Place, though, you didn't quite understand what you needed to go through to have more of this and to grow, right? When we are in our when we're evolving, when we're moving through stuff with that Spirit of Place here, it feels like I'm going to give you the best example I can possibly give you for this. I feel here once, maybe in a recent past, maybe not so long ago, you made the choice that you wanted different for your life. Different, big different too, right? I feel like maybe you come from Leo's reading, maybe not, but you decided for yourself that I want different for me. I don't want the same, right? I want things to change. I want to have different experiences. I want to go down a different path. Boom. This now set you on a trajectory with that wishing well to have your spiritual awakening. This spiritual awakening was a little bit more than you bargained for, because it never is. It's never great. I feel like you've gone through stuff you never thought you'd go through to get this, right? You're experiencing stuff you never thought you'd experience to get this. And you're now having to deal with stuff you never thought you'd deal with to get that spiritual awakening, to get that change that you desire for yourself. It kind of reminds you of like the fall, where things are leaving. Sorry, the the leaves are, you know, are waning. You're going through something that is releasing a ton, and you didn't know, but making that wish, setting that intention, or even desiring it for yourself in your heart was going to bring about this experience that you're now having. But it did, and you're going to have to move through that. Why? Because it's necessary with that magic stream coming through, right? To get where you want to go, you have to move through this. Feel the dream. Again, it's like a dream of yours, something that you truly desire for yourself, one that you truly want for yourself, but you just didn't know what it entailed. That's the point. You know, you didn't know. It was a big. It comes with a lot, right? I remember I had that similar experience. And I went through a dark night. You know, it just you do you, right? You have to move through those things. There's no point. Good luck to you, kind of thing, with that spirit of place. I'll leave it like that. The number 4 stands out to me as well. You may be blocked or you may be resistant to this, but I see you moving through it nonetheless. Okay. Let's see what's next. What's next for Virgo? What's next for the Virgo viewers? What's next for Virgo viewers? Okay, let's see what's next for Virgo. We have the Knight of Swords and its reverse. We have the Star reversed. And we have the 4 of Swords, and your guidance is going to be 4 of Cups. And I'll leave it like that. Anyway, with the Knight of Swords and its reverse here in the Star, what's next for you is a pretty big, tough cycle. One that you may want to like pull your hair out. I've been there, right? You may want to throw a tantrum. I do that a lot, right? You may want to just kick and scream. It's all normal, all right, Virgo. But what's next for you is necessary for your evolution, for what you're asking for and what you desire for yourself. If you want 10 out of 10 fulfillment and it requires you moving through this, would you move through it? Of course you would, right? Not that we ever really have that perspective when we're moving through these tough stuff, right? But a Virgo, it is part of that process. With the Star being here, you're going to go through a dark night. I can see. You're going to lose hope. You're going to feel like you're lost. You're going to feel like you can't find your way through it. You will. Everyone does, right? When we are in our darkest part, lean on your intuition. Lean on your inner guidance the most. Intuition is the one, though. I know it's an odd thing to say. During the full moon, I feel like you're going to have the most guidance and you're going to have the most illumination during a full moon. All right. I don't know when those come up, by the way. I'm guessing once a month, but I don't know, right? I lean on that. You'll have a boost in it. With the 4 of Wands in its reverse, you're going to reach a destination. Sorry, I got something in my eye. A destination that you desire for yourself. It's going to feel anticlimactic because you're going to get there having done all this work and think this is it. It isn't. It leads to way more. There's gonna be a lot of expansion there. But with the 4 of Wands in its reverse, it is. There's a lot of upheaval to your foundation. A lot, right? There's a lot leaving your life, and you may feel very empty. In fact, you probably are going to feel like it's a bit of a void, right? But with that 4 of Wands here, know that you will fill up again, right? It always gets better. The 4 comes out again, 4 and 4. Your guidance right now with the 4 of Cups is to look at what you're not seeing. I'm not saying that you're going to be bored. I think you're going to be drained. And this is part of it. You know, these things are so draining for us. They're so exhausting for us. But I feel like there's a cup, right? Or a path, or even, I want to say illumination that you're not looking at. And you're being asked with that 4 of Cups to keep your eyes open, all right? To what you may not be seeing, and keep your heart open as well. All right. Anyway, that's beautiful. It's beautiful energy to come through for you, Virgo. I'm gonna leave it just like that. I think we're good on time. Anyway, let's do Libra. By the way, hi everyone. Sorry, 40. That's funny. Okay. Let's see. Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. So can you tell me, for Libra viewers, what's next for Libra? Like the overall energy for what's next for Libra, the overall energy surrounding Libra and their love life. What's next for Libra and their love life, please? Let's see. What's next for Libra and their love life? Or sorry, I didn't mean to say love life, but why the hell not? We have encouragement and one ring circus, and then we have the rescue coming out. Very interesting energy to come through for you, Libra. Let me take a look here. I feel here, Libra, you have an ex coming back into your life. Someone that you at one point in time wanted to save you from your situation, wanted to save you from your life. We've all been there. You wanted a knight in shining armor. I feel like you may have found yourself, or you may have did it yourself, and you're now looking at this person completely different than now than you did then. I feel like in the past you were looking for them to come and save you. You were looking for them to come and help you. You were looking for them to come and bring relief to whatever cycle you were in. I feel like your life wasn't going that great. It wasn't it wasn't in the best place, and they never came. Right, this person never came to help you. They never came to save you. They never came to fix your problems. And when they didn't come, which is a good thing, right? You found the strength to do it yourself, right? You found the strength to help yourself with that crescent moon coming out. I want to say it's a waxy moon, but I don't know what that one means. But I feel like with that that one ring circus, you figured out a way to help you move out of this energy, move out of this period of your life all by yourself. With the talisman here, you're going to crystallize all the knowledge that you've gained from this very tough cycle. Very tough cycle. And move forward on your path. You know, this is you see the yin and yang here, right? I actually love that. And that rune, I feel like you found balance that you've never thought you'd have. One thing that I've noticed just throughout my journeys is when we are constantly relying on other people to bring us balance, we never quite find that ourselves, right? We never do. In fact, I remember when I first met my twin, a Libra, I remember feeling so balanced and in alignment when I was around my twin. And when I was out of my twins, like away from them, I felt imbalanced. And I had to learn, through my own work, through my own experiences, how to bring that balance in by myself. I feel like you've gone through something similar to that, right? You were looking for this person to help you, and you figured out a way to help yourself, right? And it does feel like this has made you more sovereign, and it's made you feel more empowered, and it's made you feel like you're in more control of your life than ever, right? And the reason for this is you don't wait for someone to save you, Libra. No. You save yourself. With that one ring circus coming through, I can feel that sometimes we tend to go to the opposite end. And what I mean by that, Libra, you now may feel like you don't need anyone in your life. And it's not true. We do need support. So I'm going to leave it like that. I know it's the funniest thing because it feels like I'm flip-flopping, but it's neither one nor the other, right? There is a healthy way to have balance in our life. And it feels like with this this energy, you may want to just do everything by yourself now. It's not necessarily wrong, but it doesn't necessarily mean that you that getting help from other people is bad, right? So let's see. Can you tell me what's next for Libra? What's next for the Libra viewers? What's next for Libra? Sorry, this is real funny. Anyway, real funny stuff, Libra. We have the Two of Pentacles here in its reverse. It's all about imbalance. We have the Two of Cups and it's upright, and then we have the Ace of Cups reverse and your guidance. We have the Eight of Swords. Okay. So I feel like what's next for you is you're going to be finding balance where you didn't have balance before, right? But with the Eight of Swords here, do not fret if you find yourself in balance once again, right? Again, I feel like there's a past person coming back into your life, or someone that you wanted to in the past. You may feel like maybe they're throwing you out of alignment or throwing you out of balance. I remember when I've had so many people, private readings or even healings that there's a fear. I remember remember having it myself. What if I take a step backwards? I don't want to, right? I feel great now. If you get thrown out of balance again, that means you were never that rock solid. Let it happen, right? Learn from those experiences, but when it does, don't penalize yourself for not maintaining that equilibrium that you desire. You're learning, you're growing. This isn't like a one-off. You just do it one time and you're there forever. That takes time, it takes practice, it takes dedication as well, and it also takes it takes practice, right? Practice, literal practice. So when it happens, when you take a back step, when you and you're gonna do this, I've done it, right? Don't think little of yourself, all right? With the Two of Cups being here as well, you know, Two Cups normally has two people, and I guess this one technically does, right? If you look real close, but I feel like you're gonna get balanced by yourself. You know, this is the masculine and feminine energies coming into one. All right. With the Ace of Cups in its reverse, you may not be as open to this person as you once were in the past, and it's okay, right? What you wanted from them, they couldn't necessarily give you, right? I feel like you've learned to give that to yourself. You know, when we a lot of times when we think we need someone in our life, the need comes from something that isn't whole, right? Or that isn't love itself. It's coming from a part of us that needs the balance or the energy. I feel like you're with that Two of Cups here, you're not going to feel the same. You may not feel as connected to this person. You may, right? But with the Ace of Cups in its reverse, though, you may not offer them that cup this time. All right. And again, your guidance is to don't be too afraid when you take a back step. It's normal. All right. I've done it plenty of times. So let's leave it there. I want to thank you, Libra. Don't forget to like and comment. Anyway, let's do Scorpio. By the way, Scorpio, totally spelled it wrong. My bad. Anyway, let's take a look here. Scorpio, what's next for Scorpio? What's next for the Scorpio viewers? What's next for Scorpio? What's next for Scorpio? The overall message for what's next for Scorpio. Metamorphosis came out with coming to life. And then we have the wishing well. Interesting. I feel here you may be linked to Scorpio. Sorry, Libra's reading. You may not be. It's the opposite, but it is what it is. Real funny. I feel like there's someone coming into your life, a Scorpio, who has gone through a very, very deep and crazy transformation. Like I'm seeing someone night and day, right? Someone who used to be dead is alive now, right? This is someone who it's like shocking, right? Commitment is reverse. Shocking how different they are now than when you first met them. I feel like in a good way with that commitment and its reverse. It's I don't know the holistic behind it. Stuck in my maybe not. We'll see. Normally people don't go that bad, but maybe they do. With this coming to life here, I feel like you intuitively know that this person has changed. I feel like where you didn't see life before, you start to see it. I'm going to give you one of the best examples I can give. It kind of reminds me of, like, let's say you're a parent and all of a sudden your child is starting to move and they're starting to like be more responsible in their life, right? They have a job, they're saving money, they're investing in themselves, they may be going to school. It feels like that. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense to you, Scorpio. It's like this is someone who is like doing things way differently than when you first met them. They're different in many respects, and someone that you admire, you respect, and you now starting to see the growth and trajectory that they're moving in. They're still transforming, obviously, right? They're still becoming who they're meant to be, or they're becoming, I want to say, the next self, right? The next version of themselves. But you see it where you didn't see it before, right? You feel it where you didn't feel it before, and it's eye-opening. I even want to say mouth-watering. All right, with that wishing well here. I'm looking at what she wants. I see that mask coming through. I feel like this person with that mask here, they could be taking off their mask, but something tells me that they always had this strength in them. They always had the ability to do what they're doing in them. They just were never using it, right? They may actually be inspired to do it. With that commitment and its reverse, I feel like you're not necessarily getting the commitment you want from this person. Maybe it's not a romantic connection, maybe it is, but you are seeing the change you want in them, and you're very proud of them. Let me see. I guess that's it. I will leave it like that. I can tell that this person is moving and evolving, and you're going to give them the space that they need. It feels like you could have wished for this person or hoped for it. You know how we pray for people. Yeah, it does feel like that a little bit, but you're seeing it, you're getting it, and it's making you feel inspired, right? And so let's see what's next for Scorpio. What's next for Scorpio? What is next for the Scorpio viewers? What's next for Scorpio? Let's see. We have the Four of Swords. Okay. The Eight of Swords, the Nine of Wands, and then we have for your last card, we have the Eight of Wands reversed. Okay. It is odd to say Scorpio, but I gotta say it. It's real crazy to me. I'm gonna give this. You take it how it resonates. You don't have to take it. But I feel because this person is getting their stuff together, it's inspiring you to get yours together as well. I know it's crazy, but I have to say it like because this is what I got. This person doing all these things, getting themselves, putting themselves together, transforming, healing, really taking care of their finances. It makes you want to do the same. Why? Well, with that Four of Swords here, they've moved you, right? This is someone who's had an effect on you that inspired you. Again, I feel like this person has inspired you to do the same, to fix the areas of your life. Really good example for this. This is a spiritual connection because those are the ones that move us the most, right? They inspire us the most. And I feel with that Eight of Swords being here, and its heart, you've been stuck for a little while, Scorpio, and this connection and you seeing this person going through their own evolution, with that Eight of Swords here, inspires you to do the same and to push beyond your limit. With that Nine of Wands here, it's going to be tough to move through what you're moving through. But if they can do it, you can do it. And it's not like, well, if they can do it. No, it's like they're doing it. I can too. And this is what I feel is what's next for you. You're going to see them. They're going to inspire you, and it's going to help you move beyond something you've had a hard time moving beyond. A lot of you, I feel like there's a poverty, there's poverty in your life or something like that, some lack in your life that you're going to finally like get with that Nine of Wands here. With the Eight of Wands and its reverse, it's all about frustration, right? I feel like whatever you're moving through, it's going to be tough. It's going to be hard. You're going to be frustrated with it, but it's worth moving through. I know it's an odd thing to say, but I will give it like this, Scorpio. You may be seeing them move through that, right? You're seeing them move through that, and you like, I don't want to be left behind. I know it's crazy to say, but it feels like a little bit like FOMO, but doesn't necessarily have to be. It's just, I know that this person, what they're doing inspires you to do what you need to do, to move through what you need to move through, and to tackle the things that you've been putting off for a little bit or you thought were too tough. This is how I guess the human connection works is what I want to say. Anyway, it's like, I gotta be honest with you. I know we sometimes think helping people is like us putting our hands in their stuff, right? No, it's us doing it first. It inspires them and they do it second, right? Or next. I feel like this person is following your lead, whether they know it or not heading in the same direction, but because you're doing it, they now feel guided and inspired to do it themselves, and they feel supported in that as well. It's beautiful stuff. Let's see the overall. The overall is going to be the Star in its reverse. You'll never get credit for it, or sorry, they'll never get credit for it, or vice versa. You can flip it, I guess. So why not? You never really get credit for that, though, Scorpio. When you help people, when you inspire them, and to move through stuff they are moving through, you never really get credit for it. It's not the point, right? You're helping even when you don't know you're helping. All right. So I'm going to leave it like that for you, Scorpio. Don't forget to like and comment. And we're now moving towards Sagittarius. 58. I like that. Alrighty, so Sagittarius. Okay, let's take a look here. So we're going to look at Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. What is next for Sagittarius? The overall energy surrounding what's next for Sagittarius. What is the overall energy surrounding what's next for Sagittarius viewers? Let's see. Okay, right there. Hold on. Let's see. What's next for Sagittarius? Okay. We have wide open in its reverse. Okay. And then we have metamorphosis coming through. Can I have one more card to clarify? Interesting. It's kind of sad, Sagittarius, isn't it? You know, I feel like you are moving towards something new, right? But it requires you to let go of the old. This is something that I feel has opened up a lot of doors for you, has opened up a lot of possibilities, has helped you in ways that you find very has helped you in ways that you hold on one second. Sorry, I call forward to the higher realms to help connect me again and ground me and my energies that guide me. Thank you. Anyway, I feel like with that wide open in its reverse, this is something that you have to now close out. It's something that I feel still brings you fulfillment, still brings you excitement, still brings you enjoyment. But with that wide open, it's not part of your future, right? It's not part of where you're going. So you need to let it go. It feels like it's one of those things that we don't necessarily want to let go of, and there's not a real need for it, but it is in your highest good to do it. With that field of dreams here, you're going after some kind of dream or ambition that requires you to let go of what needs to be let go of, to release what needs to be released, and to close out what no longer serves you. And again, it's not that this isn't fulfilling; it just doesn't it doesn't serve you anymore, right? There's no purpose for it in your life anymore. It doesn't have use for you anymore. What you do with that wide open here is up to you. With the making a choice, I feel like you have a choice to hold on to the old or to move towards something new. What you ultimately do, I will follow your guidance. Follow that path and take one step at a time. With this metamorphosis here, it's not like you wake up one day and your life is completely different. It's about you transforming slowly and moving through this. So you're just gonna close more and more while that new thing opens up more and more. It's kind of like walking out of one door and moving into a new one. You know, you're not just instantly portaled right to the next door, right through the next door. You move through it, right? It's a process. I feel like you're going to go through with that metamorphosis, a process that releases something old and that no longer is of use, and moves something in your life that is of use and is beneficial for your greatest good and your highest potential. Okay. I can see, because I'm seeing these two cards here. This door is probably this one, the one that has more light in it. It feels more comfortable. This one's a little bit more on the spookier side or challenging. Move to the one that feels more challenging, the one that you feel more guided to. Okay, so let's take a look here. For Sagittarius, I almost said Scorpio. For Sagittarius, what's next for Sagittarius? What's next for Sagittarius, please? Okay. What's next for Sagittarius? We have as your first one is the Eight of Cups. Interesting. Reversed. We have the Queen of Swords reverse. Sorry, it's this one. And then this one's the other one. Okay, we'll just do it like that. Anyway. With the Eight of Cups being in its reverse here, this is something that you've been reluctant to walk away from, but you need to. I don't feel that much resistant there. But with the Queen of Swords, this is someone who likes to have clarity, right? They like to know where they're going, how they're going to get there, and what they need to do to get success there. With the Hermit in its reverse, I feel like it's just about taking that leap, that very first step. That very first I don't know what phrase is. The very first step in that right direction. But the Queen of Swords here, I feel like you're not truly Sorry, the Fool is here. I just realized I just saw that. Anyway, but with that Fool in its reverse, I can tell that you're reluctant to give it a try. You're reluctant to give it a go, and I feel like there's not as much fear here as you think there would be. All right. With the Hermit in its reverse and that Eight of Cups, there are parts of you with that Hermit in its reverse that are reluctant to embrace this new path. You're going to start to let those go and metamorphosize them, right? And start to shed them. These are all layers of you. These are old ways of being. I feel like some of you, this could be like a job, right? You're letting go of the old job, moving to a new one. Let's say it's a person. You're letting go of the old person, moving towards something new. It's something that requires you to release, right? To let go. With the Seven of Pentacles being here, it's going to pay off with that Seven of Pentacles, but it won't pay off right away. Or sorry, it will pay off. Anyway, sorry. With the Seven of Pentacles, it kind of feels like you're going to have to put a lot of work into this. And I actually feel, though, you may have. And it's about time you started to do it. But the Fool reverse being here, I can tell that you've been reluctant to take that leap. Afraid even, right? With that Judgment here, it's about time you started to decide. What are you going to do with that Judgment? You're going to stay or you're going to go? And the choice is yours. All right. I'm going to leave it like that, Sagittarius. Don't forget to like and comment and check out the rest of your chart. Let's see. We're now on Capricorn. All righty. Capricorn. Let's see. Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Oops, I didn't put the time. Let's see. Anyway, let's look at Capricorn. What overall energy surrounding what's next in Capricorn's life? What's next in Capricorn's life? What's next? What's next in Capricorn's life? For Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus for Capricorn? Interesting. Let's see. What's next for Capricorn? Okay, we have Commitment in its reverse, and bottom is going to be Metamorphosis. Have another card to clarify that. Encouragement. All right. Let's see, Capricorn. Okay, I feel, Capricorn, that that could work. Hold on, I gotta really look at this. I feel like, Capricorn, that you are going to be releasing someone from your past that you've been needing to let go of for a long time. In fact, I feel, and this is such an odd thing to say, maybe you made it with your heart, maybe you made it consciously, maybe you said it out loud, that you would never, ever, 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 ever let go of this person or something like that, or no one else would do, or you never wanted anyone else but this person in your life, right? We've all been there. I've said it, right? In my experience, no such person exists. But maybe, I don't know, maybe I'll think about that. Maybe I'll change my mind on that one. I don't know. But with the Commitment here, you are going to be relieving yourself of that vow, that oath, that agreement, that that promise that you made to yourself, and you're going to head in a new direction. I know it's real crazy. It's been the theme of all the readings: new direction, new way of being. But I guess is what's next anyway. But with the Commitment here, I can tell here, Capricorn, that you made that choice for yourself, that you promised yourself, you really, really meant it in the moment. But as time went on, it proved not to be true, or it's proving not to be worth it. All right. It feels like it's the second one, but you decide, right? With that encouragement here, I feel like universe, right? Maybe even your family, your friends are encouraging you to let go of this person and to move down a brand spanking new path. With the Metamorphosis coming through and the Deep Freeze, you've been reluctant to let this go. Deep freezes, I feel like you're actually gonna let them go by spring. Because that's actually what deep freeze means, right? It's when things start to thaw out, is in the spring. I feel like you're going to make that choice soon, eventually, very quickly, with that Commitment, to choose yourself or to open up your options. With the encouragement, though, you're getting nudges. I remember when I made those choices myself. Don't think I haven't. I got encouragement after encouragement, sign after sign, intuitive hit after intuitive hit to just do it. Right? No, I don't regret it. I never did, but but it takes a while with that commitment here, because you made it, right? The vow, the oath, the agreement, and you meant it, and your heart was so sure it was the right thing for you. Can I give you what came to me, Capricorn? I made that choice thinking that if they were the only person I'd pick, then they're the only person that I guess universe or God would set me up with, right? I have news for you. No one's working like that, right? Things aren't gonna buckle under you, right? Because you made these promises to yourself. It's about time for you to reflect and look at these commitments that you made about people, places, and things that are no longer for your highest good, and start to release them. I'm gonna leave it like that. Okay, what's next for Capricorn? Okay, sorry about that. That screen went black on me. What's next for Capricorn viewers? We have the Queen of Swords, the World, and then we have, sorry, it came out with 2 cards, and then the overall. Actually, I don't want to do overall, but I want to do guidance. We have is going to be the Queen of Wands. Interesting. You took a stand here, and you made that choice that you would wait. You'd rather die. I don't know, something like this. I promise you, I've done it. I've done it again and again and again. It's real crazy, but it's just something that happens. With the Queen of Swords in its reverse in the World, you're going to take this back. You're going to complete it as well. Know that you're not bound to these things. You can void them out. You can release them. You can say sayonara. I'd write a letter. Possibly it's actually kind of what I did. I look back at my healing journey, everyone, and I forget what I did to get here. But whatever I did, it worked. You're going to complete it, right? You will. And I promise you, Capricorn, you will. With the 4 of Cups in the here in the King of Cups, you're getting very bored with this cycle, right? With this way of being, and you are looking for something else. It feels like it's not that you don't love this person, right? It's not anything like that. But Capricorn, you love you more, right? You love your future more. It's actually how I did it. I made the choice that I meant more than my connection, or I was more than my connection. It was as painful as that can be for the recipient or the other person to hear. It's true, right? And it's a truth that you need to hold in your heart. But I feel what's moving you is boredom. What's moving you is everything's not changing. And that's what's going to get you out of this rut that you're in. With the Queen of Wands being your guidance is to remember how powerful you are. You took a stand to wait. You did it. Good for you. That takes real commitment, right? Now you know you're a commitment type. So let's take that stand to look after number one, or look after ourselves, and to find a better suitor. You deserve someone that's going to commit to you the way that you committed to this person, one way or the other, right? And this is something that you want to remind yourself every day, right? Every day you're doing it. It's going to get easier. I actually don't see it being a problem technically because you're there, right? Anyway, your overall we have is a Chariot. You will move past this, I can tell, and you will get through this. It doesn't feel that big anymore. I feel like in the past, this would have been shocking to hear, or this I know when there was times in my life that I thought never, right? You will get there, right? We all do, and you will look after yourself, okay? And we have the 2 of Cups again. This is what you want. You want love. It's to do with love, I can tell. And you're going to it's not really putting yourself, you're going to love yourself. All right, Capricorn, I'll leave it like that. Don't forget to like and comment. And we're at 1, 12, 54 Aquarius. Oh, sorry. That was a good reading, by the way, Capricorn. Anyway, let's see. So can you tell me what's next for Capricorn? Again, sorry about the internet. It's like one dot again. What's next for what's next for Aquarius? What's next for Aquarius? Someone rising Venus, that Uranus energy. What's next? I want to say what's next for Uranus. I actually do want to say it like that. What's next for Uranus? Anyway, what's next for your Uranus? All right, let's see. We have Wide Open in its reverse, and then the bombs we're going to have is Solitude. It's actually real nice. I feel here, Aquarius, that you're going to be withdrawing yourself from the world. I don't know if you've had a lot of people around you lately, a lot of a lot of friends, family, coworkers, or you've been out too much, right? I see you withdrawing yourself from the world and going into a period of isolation and retreat. You're going deep into yourself. I feel like you could be healing. A thing that I'm getting here, Aquarius, is that you have gone through a period of heartbreak or pain, and you've not really had a time to process it. Maybe there was a death in the family. Maybe you've gone through a personal transformation. It feels though like you've not had a moment to yourself in order to deal with a bunch of stuff happening in your inner world, right? And for the first time, maybe a long time, or maybe for a period of time, you haven't been able to find enough time for yourself, or enough. You haven't had enough time to go deep within. With that solitude coming through, I feel like you're going to have the very thing that you're craving. It's so interesting that this is a number 13. It's all about death and transformation. I feel like you're going through that, right? But you haven't had the time with that wide open and its reverse to really, really go deep within the self. You're going to have enough time to do this, enough isolation to do this, and you're going to be, you're going to have the privacy as well. I feel like privacy is part of it. It's something about maybe being out all the time with friends or coworkers, or having people around you. You've not been able to process, right? You've not been able to heal. You've not been able to face the things that you need to face. And for the first time in a long time, you have that chance with that slow and steady. One, take it slow. I feel like this period requires it. I'm going to give you one of the best advices anyone could possibly give you. By the way, Aquarius, especially if this is healing, it does feel like that. Go slow, right? I remember when I did a deep healing, it became clear, right? If you don't do it right, it's gonna come right back, right? It always comes back. If you've done it fully and completely, you heal, it doesn't come back. You won't remember it, you forget it. It's actually real nice. But with that slow and steady here, take your time. Right? There's no rushing that's process. In fact, you don't necessarily want to rush. You want to do it right so that you can do it well. And again, it's after a period of you not being able to have alone time, right? You're finally able to have that alone time, and it's beautiful. And with that wide open here, you're closing yourself off. I can feel it. It's clear. You're closing yourself off from people. It's necessary. It's like it honestly feels like it's your own well-being. You know how it's like you could start meditating. It feels though like you've been like it's for your own mental health, right? With that wide open, like you have to take that moment, and it's finally here. It's finally coming, and you finally can do it. Anyway, that's beautiful. I'm a little jealous. Anyway, so let's take a look here for Aquarius. Aquarius Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. So what's next for Aquarius viewers? What's next for Aquarius viewers, please? What's next for Aquarius viewers? So we have your first one is going to be the Hermit. Not a coincidence. And then the King of Swords. Yeah. You're going into that deep solitude, very deep, right? And you're going to find truths there. Truths that you need to find, things that you need to face, and things that you need to heal. First one is going to be the Four of Pentacles reverse. We have Temperance reverse. And then we have the Page of Wands with the Six of Swords, and the overall being the Page of Cups. Okay. One thing I can see here, you're closing yourself off in a real big way. It feels like with that Temperance in its reverse, you've not been able to bring yourself into alignment, balance, and harmony. You will finally be able to do that with that Page of Wands, and it's upright. You're going to be able to focus on things you haven't been able to. So I got to be honest with you. I feel like either there was a death in the family, or you've gone through something really painful, and you haven't been able to really focus at it, right? Focus on it because you've been too distracted, too busy, right? You're finally able to do it with that Six of Swords. This is very personal to you as well. It's a personal transition. It's a personal transformation. It's a personal healing. With the Page of Cups here and the Eight of Swords, I guess I just, you may even be getting you may, I guess we could be drinking wine and stuff like that, but it kind of reminds me of like you're going to, like when you you come home from work and you have like a beer or something, or it feels like that kind of moment where you finally you take time to yourself, right? And you recoup. With that Eight of Swords in its reverse though, you're finally opening up that can of worms. All right, Aquarius. Finally, your guidance for you, Aquarius, is the Four of Cups. Four of Cups in its reverse about reevaluation. I will with that Four of Cups here. I would probably go from start to finish, or cover everything when you go deep within yourself and heal. Cover every itty bitty bits. Okay, so I'll leave it like that for you, Aquarius. Don't forget to like and comment, and we're gonna move to Pisces. So let's take a look here. Okay, let's see. What's next for Pisces? What's next for Pisces? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. What's next for Pisces? Let's see. What's next for Pisces? Okay, let's take a look here. Okay, your first one we have for what's next is Mountain. Interesting. And then the last one, or the overall we have, is One Ring Circus. Okay, Pisces. So what's next for you with that Mountain and that One Ring Circus? I feel like you're going to start a really, 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 really long journey. With that One Ring Circus on the table, though, you're doing it all by yourself. For one, I do feel, there's. I remember. Sorry, I remember listening to Colette Baron Reed, and she said there's many ways to the mountain. You can go through, around, and up, right? I feel like you're going to figure out your own way to make it through this tough cycle, right? To make it through this long journey. With that One Ring Circus, I have the best guidance that you can possibly have for this one, and that is for you to do it your own way rather than following someone else's lead. And one of the things that I've noticed just throughout my journey is that when we do things like other people, we end up where they're meant to end up rather than where we are meant to end up, right? Rather than where our guidance takes us. I feel with that One Ring Circus and that mountain here that you are going to make it through this tough cycle. You're going to find your way through it, right? But don't take the road most traveled. Take your own path, right? Do it your own way and get through it in your own time as well with that home, right? Don't rush. Don't rush unless you want to, right? Don't move through it at a fast speed because you have to, or you think you have to. Take your time, do it your own way, do it in your own time, and you will make it through. The number 6 reminds me of the energy of love. It's also moving towards harmony, but love comes to my mind. I don't know why love keeps coming up for all the readings. Anyway, it's strong though, like love, like love. I don't know, but let's see, with the home here and into the unknown, I feel like you're going to be moving into the unknown. You're going to be it's an odd thing to say, but use your intuition. Use it. Use your inner guidance as well. With that into the unknown. With the One Ring Circus and that home coming through. I can see with that One Ring Circus that you're gonna find strength that you didn't know you had, and find I feel strength and I think yourself during this process. So let's see what's next for Pisces. Oh my God, what's next for Pisces? What's next for Pisces viewers? What's next for the Pisces viewers? Okay. So we have the first one's going to be the 8 of Wands reversed. Okay. We have the 10 of Cups coming through, and then we have the 2 of Swords, and then we have the 5 of Swords, and it's upright. Okay. Sorry. What's next for you, Pisces, with that 8 of Wands and its reverses? There's going to be delays. You're gonna feel like it's a really big hurdle, a challenge, and it's going to feel like it's a lot more work than it's worth at times. It isn't. Pace yourself, all right? There's no need to do it all in one day. Life is a marathon, not a sprint. I feel, though, that you may want to rush this process, or you may want to force yourself through it. Take your time, give it a moment. Don't go too fast. Don't go too slow. Move at your own pace and do it in your own way. With the 10 of Cups being here, I feel like you want to make sure that you are going at this with a full plate, or full, enough water. I hope that makes sense. It's key. Enough water for this. All right. With the 10 of Cups being on the table, I'm going to give you something that came through from another sign. You want to remind yourself why you're doing this. Why are you pushing through this real tough cycle, or this path that you're on? Why? It's your 10 of Cups, by the way. Your fulfillment, your happiness. This is why you're moving through this. Remind yourself every day why you're moving through this, and this is it, right? Do you want to be happy? Sorry, yeah, I actually do want to phrase like that, but are you happy where you are? Is this enough for you? Is it not? Then keep moving. This is what you need to remind yourself of, right? Keep moving, even when it feels, with that 10 of Cups here. When that 10 of Cups here, that you feel like giving up. With the 2 of Swords here, you may want to give up. Don't. With the 5 of Swords and the 5 of Cups. The 5 of Swords and the 5 of Cups, Pisces. Sorry, I don't mean to laugh. I'm sure this is tough business. With the 5 of Swords being here and the 5 of Cups in its reverse, I can tell that you are going to I can tell that you're going to win and you're going to make it through it, even though it may feel at times like you won't. All right. I thank you, Pisces. Don't forget to like, don't forget to comment. I do appreciate all of yous. And everyone else that's here. Thank you, everyone, and bye.